Have you ever found yourself in a tug-of-war situation where you have to choose between two equally important goals of your life? Have you ever tried to strike a balance between happiness and success, wondering, do I want to be happy or do I want to be successful? You know what? I have. And today, I want to share with you the incredible power that these two equally important purposes of our life hold, and the superpower that you can embrace when you can harness both of these and manage to embrace them both. A very typical kitchen counter conversation with my son left me beaming with pride and the gratification that I am a successful parent. And this happened at the end of a rapid fire. You heard me. A rapid fire round with my teenage son at 9 p.m. in the kitchen with the pressure cooker steaming in the background. My question to him was, what do you want to possess, power or fame? His response was, neither. I just want to possess peace of mind. Second set of options, wealthy or intelligent? His response was, neither. Just fame, success. And I was thinking, this is contradictory. He said, kidding, Mom. Neither. Just, wise. And the third and final set, happy or successful? Without missing a beat, he said, come on, Ma, obviously happy. Let me reassure you at this stage that my son is not an incarnation of Lord Buddha. In fact, he has his own set of notorious criminal activities that only I hide in my personal parenting hall of shame. And all his criminal activities include everything from late night phone calls to very conveniently I forgot to do my chores. However, the responses that he had given me sent me to the proud mommy moment because I had gotten a glimpse of his inner wisdom. Yet, I wanted to seek reasoning for every answer that he had given. But no teenager has more than 3 minutes for anyone today, especially for moms. And I had already consumed 2 minutes of my data time for the day. So, after shrugging his shoulders, which meant, why do you need an explanation? He said, if I possess all the power, fame, success, money, wisdom, and yet I am not happy, everything is equal to nothing. For example, if you have a helper who can help make a cup of tea for you, pour it into the most expensive chinaware, and serve it to you piping hot with biscuits and samosa, but if you don't have 2 minutes of time to cherish that and sip and flavor your most important beverage of the day, then your bank balance, your career success, your tasteful lifestyle has failed to feed you happiness at the end of the day, Amma. Have you not told me this after working 12 to 14 hours a day? But I have also seen that success makes you happy. That said, success can only be the fuel to your happiness. It cannot be the vehicle for your happiness. Now you know why I was beaming with pride. I had managed to imbibe in a millennial kid the value of pursuing happiness, where success was only a byproduct, not a source or a route for it. I think I had taught him something valuable. A very common question that all adults ask kids is, what do you want to become when you grow up? I distinctly remember that when I was a child, I would see kids who would say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, a teacher, a pilot. But my answer to that question was always the same. I want to be happy. Because as a kid, I thought being happy was a state of becoming. However, whenever someone heard that response, they would turn to my parents and say, you have a naughty daughter. No one ever said, you have a simple child. Trust me, that thing has never changed in my life. And I have not stopped pursuing happiness as the single most important goal of my life. But do you think striking this balance comes easy? Absolutely not. You see what is listed here. At every stage of my life, I had to shape my mind and mold my heart to be able to accept this, let alone looking at happiness and success as interconnected things. Most importantly, I realized that success-related happiness had an expiry date. I thought that as I would grow successful, I would become happier, but this was not the case. When I would get a promotion, I would glee, but that would be for just 7 days. When my son won medals, I would be joyous, but that would be only for 5 days. When I would buy a new car with my salary hike, I would feel elevated, but that would be only for 2 days. So I realized that happiness and success, when they get interrelated, there is an expiry date involved. When I flipped the coin, I think I did better, because I realized that object-bound happiness was also time-bound. And what you see next is that when I was not able to connect my happiness to a particular thing or an achievement, I think I was more consistent. When there was no magnitude or size or price tag attached, it also happened that I found it easier to be happier for longer. The changes that this flip gave me were quite cool. I became more happy with my son's personality rather than his performance. Acceptance became more easy rather than being exceptional. The third most important thing, I started focusing on my potential increase rather than my profile growth. All of us have heard, what goes around comes around. Eventually, my investment of time and efforts into pursuing happiness became the most successful decision of my life. And I cut the chase to success, and happiness topped my wish list. However, do you think this would have been easy or quick? Definitely not. It took me many years to believe that my decision was right. Even then, I had to develop guts to focus more on my personal growth rather than my career hike as a determinant. Also, I faltered many days. I suspected my decision on many days. This also led me to take an impact on my sleep and my health, leaving me sad or depressed on days, especially when I saw my friends and my colleagues acing it economically or financially, and when I was in those phases where I was neither happy nor successful. Patience and perseverance truly helped. With that, I would like to give you 5 tips today that will help you embrace success and happiness, just that like I did, in harmony. There are no copyrights involved here, so please feel free to adapt them. The first one would be, write down what success means to you. Success can mean to you differently at different stages of your life, when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s. This is an indicator of you maturing as a person and how you view success and what success means to you. Irrespective of the age of life that you're in, please pen this down as a first step. Step number 2, repeat this exercise with happiness. Write down what makes you happy. Make a list when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s. Of course, this will also be a list that will change, and this is an indication of your evolution as a better human being as you move forward in life. Step number 3, look for overlaps, interconnectivity between your 2 exclusive lists. That's your focus list, and that's step 4. Mind you, there will be hardly 2 or 3 things where you will see an overlap. The lesser the number to begin with, the better. Trust me on that one. And the last one that I have listed for you is your focus list. So the points that overlap between the 2 become your target or your focus list. Make a very conscious effort as to gravitate towards happiness, and as you pursue things, ensure they elevate or uplift you. Keep telling your mind and your body, this will make me happy. Don't leave it to your mind or body to just figure it out on its own. Most importantly, make a determinate effort to be able to savor the small and big experiences of your life that give you pleasure. Don't forget to share this with your loved ones, your family and friends. This will amplify your happiness and your joy. Don't worry about jealousy or the evil eye. These are very small things that will lose power as you embrace the bigger picture. Truly, happiness is above everything. Today, as I stand in front of you as a successful corporate leader, a parent, a partner, and a woman, I'd like to reassure you that success and happiness can be interrelated, they can coexist, or they can even be competitive. You will be at crossroads in your life where you have to choose one. You may be successful and you may not be happy, or the case can be vice versa too. However, truly the magic unfolds when you realize that the power to be happy or successful always lies with you. So that brings us back to where we started. You will find yourself in a tug of war situation where you have to choose between either of these every 2 or 3 years in your life. Do not look or seek advice outside. Seek within. Because when you seek within, you will understand that the wisdom to embrace both will lead you to becoming both happy and successful at the same time. I would like you to take this point to your heart today, and I do hope that you realize that you can be your own definition. That's all that I had for today. Thank you very much for the splendid opportunity.